Good morning. This is Shridhar Jawak from Svalbard Integrated Arctic Earth Observing System, SIOS. And welcome to my e-poster, which is on Earth observation and remote sensing activities in Svalbard being supported by SIOS. Before I go for the next slide, I would explain briefly what SIOS is. So SIOS is a consortium of 24 institutions from 9 countries, and we are building a long-term regional observing system for Svalbard. And Earth observation and remote sensing is a core part of the observing system. With this brief introduction, I would go through the details of the remote sensing activities we are supporting. So SIOS hosts the remote sensing service on the SIOS website, which is the single point of contact for satellite information for Svalbard. We also provide the information about the opportunities and how to use the satellite datasets. Also, we provide the streamlined access to the Copernicus program satellite data for Svalbard, such as Sentinel. And we also prioritize product generation based on the field requirements from the field scientist. And not to mention, we are the northernmost Copernicus relay on the planet. So coming to the tools, we have 3 important tools for the field scientist. These are acquisition plans for the Sentinel, Sentinel Mosaic, and the Sentinel-2 comparison tool. So acquisition plans for tool provides the future acquisition of the Sentinel datasets, which is required for the field scientist to plan their fields effectively. Second is the Sentinel Mosaic, which provides all the available datasets in the past 3 days. The Sentinel-2 comparison tool compares 2 different dates of Sentinel acquisitions, and you can change the band combination and have a look on the you can have a look and visual interpretation of the satellite datasets before you download them. So after the tools, I would go through the Copernicus relays activities. So, as I mentioned, SIOS is the northernmost Copernicus relay on the planet. And we mainly focus on the workshops and trainings and the survey on the user requirements on the EO, the Earth observation datasets. So here you can see the progress of this activity. We became the Copernicus relay in 2016. Then we conducted the training courses in Copernicus satellite. Then in 2018, we conducted the advanced training course in cryosphere. Then in last year, we conducted the marine remote sensing training course. And this year, we conducted this terrestrial remote sensing training course to train the next generations of field scientists in Svalbard. So I will go through the details of this activity in next couple of slides. Before I go to the terrestrial remote sensing training course, I would also like to focus on the state of environmental science in Svalbard report, which is the annual report of SIOS. And 2 reports have been already published. The third is awaited, and it would be published in January 2021. So this is one of the core outputs of the SIOS, which provides which highlights the research needs and recommendation for how to implement the research infrastructure in Svalbard. Here you can see that all the chapters from the SES report, from past 2 reports, which covers from the deep ocean to the upper atmosphere using both remote sensing and in situ data sets. And some of these chapters also focus on the in situ data sets from the Svalbard, and also comparing them with the satellite data sets or the Earth observation data sets. This is one of those examples where when the satellite measurements of the plant productivity has been compared with the in situ data sets collected on the ground. SIOS also supports the access program, which provides the access to the infrastructure on Svalbard. And there are 3 types of access: physical, remote, and virtual. You can go through the details of this call on the SIOS website. By now, we have conducted 3 access calls in 2017, 18, and 19, and we have supported several projects. But most of the projects supported in 2020 have been postponed because of the global pandemic of COVID. And access call for the next year's support has been already opened on 14th of August. It's still open, and you can have a look on the call itself for the access of this access of the infrastructure in Svalbard. Access program also supports the remote access and also uh, uh, studies supporting the in situ validation of the satellite datasets. This is one of the examples where where the scientists have validated the satellite-based snow cover index using the in situ data from the SIOS database. SIOS has recently started the webinar series on the Earth observation and remote sensing talks, and it is a monthly online meeting to keep you updated and provide a social experience to the field scientists. SIOS recently responded to the COVID situation, and we have started a new service called Patch Up Your Field Data Gaps with Remote Sensing. This is important for the current situation where the travel restrictions in Svalbard are still valid for a few of the countries, and scientists cannot visit the Svalbard in coming months. So if you think that remote sensing data can be useful to fill up the data gaps for your observations, you can contact us and you can fill the application form, which is available on the SIOS website. Also, this year we started the announcement of opportunity in using the airborne remote sensing platforms in Svalbard, and we supported around 9 projects. If you are interested in conducting the hyperspectral data or the aerial imageries using the drones or the Dornier aircraft, you can visit our website and have a look on the next field campaigns. Also, how to access this Dornier datasets or the sensors in Svalbard. You can go through the more details on the website. As I mentioned, this year we conducted the first online training course because of the global pandemic of COVID, and it was a huge success based on the feedback. It was a 5-day-long training course with 14 lectures, 8 hands-on sessions, and we also started some creativity of the virtual field excursion, and it has got a good response. There were around 35 selected participants. And the lecture series was open for anyone who is interested. So we have got around 150 registrations for this training course. And here you can see that most of the participants from the training course are the PhD students and master students, then researchers and postdocs and research engineers. These are the selected participants from the 10 nations. And this is also shows the list of teachers who acted as the experts in the training course. Also, in the beginning of the pandemic, we started in a special issue in March first week, and I think you can go through another poster promoting the special issue of the SIOS. That poster is also available here on the platform. Finally, we also conducted an online conference to respond to the current situation, to promote the PhD students, to support their studies and provide them the platforms to present their studies. Also, we supported the early career researchers, and we have provided 5 awards to them so that they can publish their research in the special issue of SIOS. So this is the overview of the activities what SIOS is working on and will be working on the next year. And if you are interested in more information, you can go to the SIOS remote sensing webpage and contact me if you have some specific questions about this poster. Thank you so much for your attention, and I will take your leave. Thank you.